Look at this roadmap for success, where there should be a person's name and there should be the problem, the solution, the benefits there that these people, these coaches that I'm trying to talk to are presenting. So this video is all about what to do if your guest, if your meeting invite doesn't show up for your planned and your scheduled meeting. Imagine this. The stage, Zoom, is set for your virtual meeting, and you've done your research. You've done your research, and the alarm clock is off. The alarm clock starts ringing. Yeah? Because your calendar reminder is telling you that you've only got 10 minutes to go. So you've done your research, you've only got 10 minutes to go, but then you come along, you're waiting, you're ready, you're prepared, you're excited to meet and to greet your guest and to shower them with value. But what happens? The chair on the other side of the Zoom room, on the virtual Zoom room, is empty, and it remains empty. So something has happened. So here's what to do if your guest doesn't show up for your planned and your scheduled meeting. Use my A.S.A.P framework. Now, what does the A.S.A.P framework represent? Well, as you've probably guessed, if you've watched some of my previous videos, each letter represents something. So let's have a look and see. And why should we do this? Well, quite simply because I've been doing this for about 5.5 years now, working with coaches, players that are playing at the top of their game, players who are normally very organized, very disciplined, very structured. They use S.A.P, standard operating procedures. So what we do is we apply the same standard operating procedure here as part of our marketing strategies. So number one, the first and the foremost thing that we have to do is we have to apologize to our guest profusely. Usually you can do this on email. You should do this on email and social media. For example, if you've met them, if you've been introduced to them on LinkedIn, if they've connected with you on LinkedIn, if they've connected with you on any of the Meta platforms, if they've connected with you on your YouTube channel, if they've connected with you by SMS or by WhatsApp, as some people do to me, then what you've got to do is you've got to reach out to them by SMS, by WhatsApp, by email, by social, perhaps even a combination of those ones. And you just have to apologize because perhaps something got in the way. Life does have so many, what is it? Netflix has got 6 billion hours of content there to be consumed. There are so many cat meme videos on the web there that it's unbelievable. There is a plethora of content out there. So perhaps the prospect of coming to your boring meeting there where we're going to attempt to, let's say, change their needle, and we're going to help them by offering them exceptional value. Perhaps it wasn't of their top priority. Perhaps they didn't get the invite before they went to bed. Remember, I'm talking there with coaches all over the world from the top 6 English-speaking countries, from North America, from the US and Canada, from the islands, which I refer to as the UK and Ireland, where I'm from, and then from the other 2 in the Antipodes, Australia and New Zealand. So I'm always talking to them. So I have to remember that the people in the Antipodes are sometimes 12 hours ahead of me. So it's already sometimes the next day. And I do have to be conscious of that. There for the good people, the good coaches from Australia and from New Zealand. Now, the people there from the west coast of the United States, for example, those people in Pacific time, they're 9 hours behind me. So also I have to be conscious there that by the time we're sending the invites, they might have already gone to bed. They've got like a going to bed time, and perhaps I've missed it. So then the next day they're waking up all flabbergasted and flummoxed because they are not conscious there of this meeting. So it's up to the VAs, you see, it's up to my VAs, the virtual assistants, to make sure that they reach out to them in good time. And so it's probably there, and more than possibly there, it's not their fault, unless of course their name is Elena and they slept in for the meeting. Don't worry, things happen. I do understand. I do completely understand there, because all of these coaches, some of them really literally are burning the midnight oil. So I do understand that they do get tired and whenever their daughter or their son goes to school the next morning, that perhaps the tendency is to oversleep. It has happened to me more times than enough, so I'm the first to admit it and to respect it. So don't worry, it's always possible there, but it's only possible through a combination of dialogue. Like reach out to the person and tell the person, explain to the person what happened. And then number 2, send them a follow-up at least 5 times. 5 times. Now, you're not being a nagging Nelly or a nagging Norman or whatever. What you're doing is you're just finding out there because this person obviously had a challenge, obviously had a reason. Otherwise, they would not have agreed to have a meeting with you in the first place. Because I'm always very honest and very upfront with people. I tell them I'm not going to sell you anything during this meeting. And the reason why I'm not going to sell you anything is because our outstanding offer is free. But T and C do apply. And I put DO in big letters. Sometimes they even have the logo on this screen. You'll see it on the video there when you're watching this. But this is very, very important. This is very important. So send a follow-up with them at least 5 times and do so on a combination of things. Perhaps once on the SMS, so make sure that you've got their SMS number, WhatsApp if they're using WhatsApp, or Telegram if they're using Telegram, and then by email, and then by whatever social media channel that you were first introduced to them on. Remember, we're trying to do this gently, gently, gently. We don't want to offend anybody. We completely understand that sometimes things just get in the way. Sometimes you forget that your daughter has got baseball practice, Andy. And sometimes there are some other things happen, and I completely and totally understand it. So it's fine, but just send a follow-up 5 times. Trust me on this one. I'll tell you why later. Now, number 3, answer their response or their responses in good time. Okay? We've all got their smartphones. We've all got the LinkedIn Messenger app. We've all got the Facebook Messenger app. We've all got the Facebook WhatsApp app, because I don't connect with people there that don't have at least one of these 3 things. So if they don't have them, then always answer their responses, and you should have them too, so that whenever you get this notification on your smartphone, on the notification screen, then you should always respond to them in good time. Just write back to them, thanks. I apologize. Repeat your apology there for whatever sort of technical gremlins or complications got in the way. And just apologize and just accept responsibility. I always, always, always accept responsibility, because I'm 100% aware that these things, they can happen, as we say in Ireland, they can happen to the bishop, they can happen to the cardinal, they can happen to the pope. Okay? Nobody is capable of not making mistakes. That's what it is. Okay? Everybody makes mistakes at some point or another, but we learn from them, you see, and that's what I try to do, and that's what I'm going to talk about in a moment. Now then, the next thing is that you have to continue to provide value. Continue to shower them with value. So have you got that? Now, we've gone through this A.S.A.P framework. The A is for apologize. The first A is for apologize. Then we send. That's the second letter of the A.S.A.P framework. The third letter is answer the responses. And the fourth one is provide them with value. Continue to shower them with value. Now, how I do this is via a little YouTube video. So I record for them a little video of what exactly I wanted to tell them about my offer. And then I point them to that. And how do I point them to that? Well, this video that you're watching now, immediately underneath is, guess what? There's a link at the very, very, very top of the comment section, at the top of the comment section, below the about section, and that contains the link. If you click on that link, that will take you to the page inside my system that will show you this video, that will showcase to you this video that I wanted you to watch. Okay? So it's as simple as that. And most importantly, please remember this, check and refine your processes. Remember, you're all coaches, so you're all more familiar intimately more familiar with these standard operating procedures than me. I'm just a marketing support person who provides marketing strategies for all of you wonderful coaches. Okay, but I'm not a coach. So what I'm saying to you is there, refine your processes with your teams, with your VAs, with your assistants, with your PAs, with all of those people there who are part of your team. So there, make sure that you go over them. And if you're working with me, then make sure that we come together to discuss these procedures. They're very, very, very important for every single person that is in this course. Okay? And remember, do trust me on this, because believe you me, you will thank me later. Remember this process. Remember this A.S.A.P framework. Okay? So apologize and acknowledge and apologize for the fact that this meeting didn't take place. Send them 5 follow-ups and then answer all of the responses. So if they respond, believe you me, if you reach out to them 5 times, they will eventually respond. Sometimes they might have had to go away on holiday. Sometimes they might have fallen ill. Sometimes perhaps one member of their family had something there that they had to deal with or attend to urgently. So always follow up with them 5 times, not like 5 times, 5 minutes, bump, 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 but over the space of a few days. I usually separate them out by about 2 days to give the people breathing space, because I have to remember certain people are already into tomorrow and certain people are still in their yesterday, or let's say the small hours of today. So they haven't woken up yet. Okay. And the click here, this is very, very important. Always tell them what to do next. So if you the people who haven't been able to attend this meeting, I do apologize. It's my fault. Technical gremlins have got in the way. So please, if you could do me a big favor and click here, click immediately at the top of the comments section underneath this video. And then what that will do is if you click on that link, it'll take you to the page there with the video that I've recorded especially for you to tell you about this amazing, outstanding offer. And as I said, I'm not going to sell you anything. And the reason why I'm not going to sell you anything is because that this offer is for free. Okay? But for 16 ambitious, fast-paced entrepreneurial coaches only. And we've already had quite a few signups. And the course launches, live launch, on the 26th of December, 2024. So believe you me, you have to get your skates on, click the link below, and if it's still open, if it's still active, then you can come along and you can participate. But if it's not, please put your best details onto the waiting list, and as soon as a free spot becomes available, a member of my team will be in touch. Okay? So thank you all very, very much. Once again, I apologize from the bottom of my heart that something happened, and it's my fault. I accept 100% responsibility. So I'll try to listen to your concerns, and I will address each and every single one of them, and I'll try to check my processes with my team, and then to make sure that this does not happen again. So once again, apologies, and let me make it up for you by showcasing to you this free, this amazing, this outstanding offer for you coaches, for coaches just like you. Click the link at the top of the comments below this video. Okay? All the best. Thank you for now. Bye-bye.